Alright, today we are talking about or discussing the eternal gear inside of Diablo Immortal, and this video will be somewhat aimed towards the developer, and we have some recap, you can say, or some story time. So about a year ago, we content creators had a meeting with the dev team where they showed what is coming for the first major update of Diablo Immortal, which introduced the Terra Rift. If you guys remember, we end up getting a Terra Rift with the first major update of year 2024. With that, they introduced the Eternal Gear. And during that meeting, the devs were extremely excited about the Eternal Gear, and they told us that they have a lot of plans for the Eternal Gear, which will be coming in future. But sadly, since then, it has been about 1 year in March, I believe so. We have not seen a single change for the Eternal Gear. In fact, if we go take a look at the skills, and this is the same story with other classes as well, we have no Eternal Gear for the Black Hole skill. We don't have anything for the Frost Field. We don't have anything for the Ray of Frost or the Scourge for Wizard, and the other classes like Necromancer, Barbarian, Crusader, they are missing Eternal Gear for certain skills as well. So back to the question to the dev team. What happened to the Eternal Gear? Why we have not seen a single update regarding the Eternal Gear? I know they have added a feature where it would give you or switch out the Eternal Gear if you switch from a Wizard to Necromancer or Tempest. The magic attribute or the Eternal Gear effects will switch. That was something that they added at the very beginning of year 2024, but since then we have not seen a single improvement for the Eternal Gear. Let me see if I have a single piece of Eternal Gear on me. I don't think I have a single piece of Eternal Gear. There we go, I have one, a Lightning Nova. So I don't even have an option to like switch this out for another Eternal Gear, something that we can easily do for the cursed pieces. If we go to blacksmith services, you guys know you can easily swap out the effects of the cursed gear, but there is not a freaking option to even change the Eternal Gear, and it becomes somewhat an issue, especially if you change classes quite a lot. Like you can go to Wizard to a Tempest, and maybe you don't like the magic attributes or the eternal effects, so you would like to change that. But we still don't have an option for that as of right now. So again, this gives me like a lot of thoughts, like what happened to all those promises which were made, or they were like excited about during that meeting, that they had a lot of plans for the Eternal Gear in the future. And it is almost 1 year now that we have not seen any improvement at all. And somewhat right now, a lot of people even don't bother with the Eternal Gear effects at all, if I dare say myself. I know that some classes can benefit from these Eternal Gear effects quite a lot, but there are classes like you can say Wizard doesn't matter all that much. If you can get some of these, it will be a bonus, but if you don't have any of these, you can get away with it, and it is true for some of the other classes as well. So I would really love to see some of those things coming in future, some of those promises being fulfilled, that they had a lot of plans for the Eternal Gear, and I would love to see some of those now coming to the game, that it has been almost 1 year since the introduction of Eternal Gear and the Terra Rift. In fact, I would love to see some improvement for the Terra Rifts as well. I would love it if they add a raid boss or a world boss inside of a Terra Rift, which spawn around let's say in mid during like half time it will spawn, and if you go and kill that, it gives you quite a lot of material and you can easily do the towers inside. I would like some of those mechanics added to the Terror Rift, make the thing a lot more fun. They did end up making quite a lot of improvement for the Terror Rifts here. Now it is 24-hour, which is a huge W. But other than that, the Eternal Gear itself somewhat remain not that useful. I'm not saying it is completely useless, I'm just saying it is not that useful, and I would love to see some of those improvement or those plans that they talked about during the meeting with the content creators about an year ago. But that is all. I'm signing off now. You guys have a great day. See you all in the next one later.